Namaskaram. Thank you very much for responding to our invitation, but I would like that before we interact, if we see, and why I am raising this issue now, that I will explain later, but before that I want you to see the video clips which have not been made by me or the Raj Bhavan, which have come the sources, the government, PRD and different media agencies. They have come from there. So I think I should not block the view. I will go that side.
It's okay.
It's okay? Okay. Then please start. First, I would like you to view, just a moment, and see, before you see it, I would like to read you out there is a section 124 of IPC which says, whoever with the intention of inducing or compelling the President of India or the governor of any state to exercise or refrain from exercising in any manner of the lawful powers of such president or governor assaults or wrongfully restrains or attempts wrongfully to restrain or overawes by means of criminal force or show of criminal force or attempts to overawe the president or governor shall be punished with imprisonment of either description for a term which may extend to 7 years and shall also be liable to fine. I hope you will appreciate that this provision, if anything happens which comes under the reach of this provision, that need not be reported to the police. This is a cognizable offense. Action is not to be taken when it will be reported to the police. Whatever happened at Kannur happened in the presence of more than 100 police personnel. And I would like to express my appreciation of the police people who tried their best to control the situation there, who stopped these people from reaching me. But in the same video you will see a senior functionary, political functionary, who now works in the office of the Chief Minister. He is preventing the police from acting. In the video itself you will see that he is preventing the police from discharging their lawful duties. And I can only sympathize with those who say that why matter was not reported. No, matter is not to be reported. If some criminal act happens on the road, somebody is attacked, then it is not necessary for that person. This is a cognizable offense. This is not non-cognizable. This is cognizable offense, and Indian Penal Code has made this provision only with respect to Honorable President of India and the governors of the states. Now in a state where people are arrested for wearing black shirt, this thing happens which you will see on the screen, and then we will talk about it. No, first you show how they are trying to overawe me at the stage, and then you show this man who is working in the office of the Chief Minister, how he is trying to tell the police not to act.
Knowing the issue, if you feel that your neighbor is feeling agitated, you come in.
एक मिनट pause करिए. One thing I should also add before you see this. Every program of the governor, final approval of minute-to-minute program is given. And the organizers are bound that there, in fact, a line is written below. No departure from the approved program shall be allowed. The program was for 1 hour. Irfan Habib Sahab was allotted 2 or 3 minutes to speak. He spoke for more than 35 minutes. He did not speak on history. He spoke on CA. He spoke about the central government, all criticism. And every time he will make a critical remark, he will look at me. It means he wanted me to respond to those remarks. He spoke for more than 35 minutes. The total duration approved was 60 minutes. I was made to sit there for more than 95 minutes. Naturally, I felt that they want me to respond the points which they have raised. Therefore, I say in the beginning of my speech that although whatever they have spoken does not pertain to the subject of the conference, but since they have made this point, they expect some response from me. Therefore, I am going to respond to the points which have been raised. Now, please start.
You have very strong sense of empathy, even without knowing the issue. If you feel that your neighbor is feeling agitated, you come and join. But partition has created, it has not impacted, it has inflected the thinking in northern India. I don't know if you have watched yesterday. A leading Pakistani cricketer, Danish Kinani, what is his name? I don't exactly remember. He's the man who has many a times been responsible for the win of the Pakistani team. And yesterday people all over the world came to know that because he's a Hindu, what kind of torture he has been subjected to. You know, I firmly believe, and I agree that partition happened in 1947. But you may say that Pakistan partition of the country is an old story. For Pakistan, Kashmir even today is the unfinished agenda of partition. For you it may be an old story. For Pakistan it is not old. Actually the whole thing started. Those who are showing, please do not disturb them. They are showing black flag. They want to show black flag. They can very happily show. I have no problem. After Shah Bano, let me tell you, after Shah Bano, they are merely showing black flag. I have been attacked physically 3 occasions. You have no right to violence or to create disturbance. You want to show black flag, you can show it. You have no right to create disturbance. You can please don't give too much importance to them. Please take your places. What's so important?
Now Irfan comes to stop.
You have no right to tell me that why did you raise the Kashmir issue? You are not the arbiter.
He's there.
You are not the arbiter. तकलीफ दे रहा है. You want to frighten me? The problem is with these people. They want to deny freedom of speech to others. They want to speak, but they don't want to listen to response. We should digest everything which they tell us. Why did they not protest when Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru started knocking the bottom of Article 370? Why did they not protest during the time of Indiraji? Now that it has become an empty house and is being used by Pakistan to do terrorism in India last 30 years. You have come with an agenda. You have a leading thought. You can't shout me down. You can't shout me down. You can't shout me down. मौलाना आजाद ने कहा था पहले कन्वेंशन में, कॉन्वोकेशन में, कि पार्टीशन गंदगी बहा ले गया, लेकिन कुछ गड्ढे बच गए जिसमें पानी बच गया, बदबू आ रही है उसमें से, बदबू आ रही है. You are causing foul smell. मौलाना आजाद ने आप ही के लिए कहा था. नहीं आपकी जायदाद है मौलाना आजाद, हमारी है.
He is telling me why you are quoting Maulana Azad.
Let these people know they can't shout me down. If I have heard them quietly, they must hear me quietly. What? नहीं सुनेंगे आप, 1 मिनट में बाहर हो जाएंगे. नहीं सुनेंगे, नहीं सुनेंगे. आप थ्रेटिंग करेंगे यहाँ पे, आप थ्रेटिंग करेंगे. इनको जरा देख लीजिए, ये थ्रेटिंग कर रहे हैं. They have right to raise extraneous issues. I don't have right to respond to that. पता नहीं अगर जवाहरलाल नेहरू को कोट करना बदतमीजी है तो बेशक मैं बदतमीजी. You will decide whom I should quote. That is, वो तमीज है, वो तमीज है. वो आप कह रहे हैं कि ये तमीज है. जरा मुशीरुल हसन साहब को जामिया में कौन लोग थे जिन्होंने उन पे हमला किया था? कौन लोग थे? कौन लोग थे जिन्होंने मेरे सर में रोड मारी थी? कौन थे वो लोग? If these issues had not been raised here, I would not have responded. I would have stuck to my prepared speech.
He is behind me.
तो ये बोलने का तरीका ये है कि रोक रहे। सजेशन नहीं चाहिए। I think I have merely said that I invited them. They did not come. You are not ready to hear. I am merely saying that when Gandhiji invited them and they did not come, it created a culture of violence. And now Professor Habib is objecting my taking name of, he is asking me to quote Nathuram Godse. Is it okay? Is it okay? I'm going to finish it now. We can't. मैं आपको फिर याद दिलाना चाहूंगा. I would like to remind you what Maulana Azad had said in 1946. I'm inviting you, come anytime, even here when I'm here. You are invited. See what Mahatma Gandhi has said, what Pandit Nehru has said, what Congress party in its working committee resolution has said. And I wish, with these words I will inaugurate this Congress, that please, you have every right to stick to your opinion, but don't try to shut others down. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now rise for the national anthem.
Just a moment. They had come prepared with maybe around 100 play cards. Tell me if there was something spontaneous about it. Can you prepare play cards in 5 minutes time? In 10 minutes time? They had come prepared with everything. Big play cards. So now show it. And now this man goes from stage down there to stop the police from acting. You can see him there. Police, they wanted to do their duty. It was this Mr. Ragesh who stopped them. He was sitting at the stage. Why he went there? He is stopping the police from acting.
This is how you're treating historians and come as delegates in your own state.
I have merely said that I invited them. They did not come. You are not ready.
During my speech, he goes down.
That when Gandhiji invited them and they did not come, it created a culture of violence. And now Professor Habib is objecting by taking name of he is asking me to quote Nathuram Godse. Is it okay? Is it okay?
Have you seen? He is sitting on the stage. During my speech, when police is trying to control these lawbreakers, he goes down and stops the police from acting against them. Possibly that is why he has been rewarded.
Inaugurate this Congress, that please, you have every right to stick to your opinion, but don't try to shut others down. Thank you very much. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Have you ever seen anybody who is sitting on the stage going down to the mob? That is the job of the police. They will control them. But he rises from his seat and goes to the audience to stop police from acting. Now, you want to show something more, or shall I speak? It's okay? Over? Over.
And for making this event. I wish. No, they were mostly from outside. They were not Kerala people. Kerala people were raising the slogan Bharat Mata Ki Jai when I was speaking. They were not Kerala people. They were mostly from Jamia and JNU and Aligarh. And Aligarh, I had identified them. I know them. And that is why I refer to the comment of Maulana Azad. It was only after seeing them that I made that comment. I refer to what Maulana Azad had said in 1947. He was also heckled. And very bad language was used against him. Then Maulana Azad told the gathering, he said that I was under the impression that this tsunami of partition has taken away with it all the dirt and dust and foul things. But it appears that there are some cesspools where that thing has stayed back. And since they have become stagnant waters, therefore they smell foul. Maulana Azad had responded to that heckling only in Aligarh. But are you surprised at this behavior? We are living in a state where the convener of the ruling front is banned from flying. Banned from flying, is that right or not? For what? Unruly behavior. They think that it is their right to break the law. And when I said, not just convener of the UDF, one minister trashes constitution publicly and he is removed from the Council of Ministers. Another former minister challenges the territorial integrity of India by using the language of Pakistan. Do you think these incidents are merely lapse on the part of these individuals? No. This is how they are indoctrinated in their training camps. The only mistake they have committed is that they said something which is taught to them. They said it publicly. And that is why I said that there are certain ideologies which have originated outside India. They believe in the legitimacy of the use of force to silence dissent, difference of opinion, and to liquidate those whom they consider their class enemies. Who are the class enemies? Class enemies are those who have a politically different viewpoint. I did not ask whether there were members and I did not name anybody. Why CM felt that I am referring to the Communist Party? I am asking this question. There are other terrorists also. But he realized, because this is what they teach in their camps. Can he deny that the ideology he adheres to, it allows use of force against the political opponents? How come so many people have been killed in Kannur district? How come so many young lives have been lost in the campuses of Kerala universities?
How many months back? Only recently, about 2 months back or 3 months back, a young, bright student was killed in the campus. Why? Because to some people and their ideology, use of force. And Irfan Habib is the icon of that ideology, which believes in the use of force against those who hold different views. It is for nothing. I mean, don't you feel any sense of shame that the convener of the ruling party is barred from flying by the airline? For what? For attacking 2 persons inside the plane. So if they attack me here, if they can attack inside the plane, what is so surprising if they attack me there on the stage? Try to attack me, not attack me, try to attack me. And one question I am raising, how come if the reaction was spontaneous or it was a reaction to some of my remark, how come these 100 of placards were there if they had not come prepared? And in the light of what I had read earlier, IPC provision, it was the duty of to anybody if goes to the court, it will become difficult for the police to explain why they did not act. And police officers themselves told me that they wanted to act and they were prevented from acting. So my question through you is, some papers, please try to use my words. Don't try to put, because today I have seen what I said yesterday, that I'm going to ask for investigation. No, not at all. What I had said was, I want the media to investigate whether when police was prevented from taking action, whether it was also because the man giving instruction was himself party to the conspiracy, or it was merely a favor shown to the fellow cadre. I had said, I have not said that I'm going to ask any agency to investigate. No, I did not say that. I said I request you media to investigate whether, like people who had come with the placards, so surely they knew that there is a plan to intimidate the governor when they were preparing the placards. So the man who gave the instruction to the police not to act, was he also part of the party to the conspiracy? The man who went down from the stage and prevented police from acting against those who were creating disturbance, has he been appointed in the Chief Minister's office because of that great thing which he did? These are my questions. I am not asking any official agency to investigate. I am asking you to investigate. Instead of devoting their attention to the roads are in bad condition, there are so many problems. Lottery and alcohol is our main source of revenue. What a shame. Instead of doing anything for the people of Kerala, instead of developing the infrastructure, instead of building the roads, instead of improving the tourism infrastructure, all their attention is focused on silencing those who differ with them. And they are not ready to spare even the Raj Bhavan. Can you imagine anybody? Nobody, and I'm saying it with all clarity in my mind, nobody has any authority to give directions to the Raj Bhavan, whom I should have in my personal staff, how the affairs should be conducted. The only authority in India is President of India. And here, a secretary of the government of Kerala is forced to write a letter to the Raj Bhavan, trying to dictate how Raj Bhavan should run its affairs. And what ultimately they had to eat humble pie? The day I asked for his removal, I was fully aware that man is innocent. But I wanted to send a message that these pressure tactics are not going to work on me. But even that has not opened their eyes. They continue. For how many days I ask you, for how many days write-ups were appearing in the press, government is going to curtail the power of governor. Was it happening before the passage of bill or not? I ask you. Who was sponsoring those articles? I have already told you, you take over as chancellor. Why don't you take over? Who are you to curtail my powers? My powers come from constitution and conventions. It is not your sweet will. You have freedom to malign, to undermine, to malign, to heap indignity on the... You are going to cut my powers? Who are you? I have administered oath of office to you, you have not. They have crossed all the limits. This is the letter which Chief Minister had written to me, and I will ask them to provide a copy. Prince साहब, आपके पास है वो 3 letters of the Chief Minister and my replies. You have that? Yes. First letter, or this is the last letter? No, this is the first letter which I wrote on December 8. Copy will be supplied to you. Wherein I said, I am sick of this pressure which is brought upon me. And I don't want to continue as Chancellor. If I had any vested interest, why I would say that I don't want to continue as Chancellor. And I said in this letter that I know that the Assembly is not, since the Assembly is not in session, you can go for an ordinance. And I promise that I shall sign the same immediately. But you become Chancellor. Relieve me of this duty. Why I was forced to write that letter? Chief Minister personally came to Raj Bhavan and requested me that in the matter of the appointment of Kannur University Vice Chancellor, that is his home district, and I agreed with him that I will give weightage to your opinion. You are democratically elected leader. Yes, I shall give weightage to your opinion. But we have to go through a process. That we did not discuss. We started the process for the selection of the Vice Chancellor. And my view was that since I have given word to the Chief Minister, I will, after the panel sends 3 names, selection committee, they send 3 names, then I will consult him and I will try to go by his choice. They possibly realize that the man of their choice may not find place in that panel. Therefore, Chief Minister, office people, they contacted me, they came here, and they said that since you have given word to Chief Minister that man of his choice will be appointed, therefore why go through the process? I said, no, we should go through the process. Then his secretary, his legal consultant, he produced a document. This is the opinion of the Advocate General also, that direct appointment can be made. I ask you this question. If I have some legal problem, facing some legal problem, formally speaking, legally speaking, whom I should consult? AG of the state? Advocate General? Advocate General, without my asking, the opinion is already there. I have not asked for this opinion. The opinion he produced. I said, why I should believe that this is from AG? This has not been signed. Okay. can we come in the evening again? I said, most welcome. They come in the evening and they produce not only the opinion of the AG, but also the request from the education minister, who happens to be pro-chancellor. Same thing, and saying that I'm sending the opinion of Advocate General. Now what was the course open for me? To enter into a legal battle because AG opinion is already there? And I'm saying, I'm not defending. I have already said that that was not right on my part to make that promise. I have already admitted to that mistake many times. But I had given word, it is true. I had not given word that I shall scuttle the process. They forced me with the letter of the Advocate General to scuttle the process. And Chief Minister in his defense said that under Article so and so, Governor acted on the advice of the AG. AG immediately next day clarified the position that Raj Bhavan never sought my advice. Advice was given to the Education Ministry, who had sought my advice. Why Education Ministry sought his advice? To bring pressure on me. I realized that this pressure is going to continue. Therefore, I decided that I should not continue as Chancellor. And I wrote the letter, which I have already told you, and they will provide the copies, in which I said I am ready to sign even an ordinance. You become the Chancellor. Now, this letter was replied on December 8 itself. I am not going into it. I did not accept, in which request was made to me to continue as Chancellor. I did not accept it. I wrote on the same date, next day, December 9, saying that I do not accept the explanations which you have given, and I stand by my decision. The reply came on 16 December, again requesting me that I will have to continue as Chancellor. Then, even this I rejected. But I said, why continue this letter writing? I do not have that kind of relationship that I should enjoy reading these letters. So I said, now I'm not going to comment. If when I did not comment, then on, where is the last letter? Yes, it is here. The last letter. The last letter, all the ifs and buts, and to give you the complete story, a senior officer of the government came to Raj Bhavan with a draft and requesting me, asked me what I want to be written so that I can continue as Chancellor. I made some modifications in that draft. And then this letter same evening came from Chief Minister. And the earlier letter also, he had said that government does not have any proposal to make any change in the, as far as the selection of the Vice Chancellor is concerned. He has written in his letter, you will read it. More interesting is something else which I will tell you about Professor Siena Rao and Professor Panikar. If I forget, please remind me. Now this letter came, which was on 13th January, in which all ifs and buts were dropped. I was requested to continue as Chancellor. I was assured. Now I'm quoting from the letter of the Chief Minister. I am of the considered opinion there should not be any intrusion into the academic autonomy of the universities from any quarter, leave alone government. He assured me that he will ensure there is no interference by the government or any other agency. I have not written this letter. He has signed this letter. And now what they are doing? They are not only changing the law, but saying in that law that there will be 5 members of the selection committee, 3 will be nominees of the government, and the decision will be taken by majority. Academic matters decision will be taken by majority. So does he remember what he had written to me? Now I will tell you something interesting. Where is the first letter? Yeah. The first letter, in which I have said that I would like to bring to your kind notice that on the day Chancellor's awards were given, I had referred to the letter of Professor C.N.R. Rao, who has expressed his concern about serious problems in the higher education sector. He says that all bright students from Kerala migrate to other states. They don't want to continue higher education in Kerala. I'm not saying this. Professor C.N.R. Rao is saying this. Letter will be made available to you. And then I also referred to Professor K.N. Panikar, who was Vice Chancellor of Sanskrit University, Shankaracharya University, and also Vice Chairman. Earlier he was Vice Chairman of the Higher Education Council. In his article, Quest for Quality, he has said the same thing. So I mentioned these things that if you recall, I had mentioned Professor C.N.R. Rao and Professor Panikar, that we need to pay attention, the malady with which higher education in Kerala is suffering. Now listen to the reply, the letter to the first reply. What opinion he has about Professor C.N.R. Rao, Bharat Ratna, and Professor Panikar. He says, while the state is taking strenuous efforts to create a knowledge economy by raising quality of higher education to new levels, strident propaganda to malign the universities and to give adverse publicity about the centers of higher learning in Kerala have also been noted. He feels that Bharat Ratna Professor C.N.R. Rao and Professor Panikar are indulging in propaganda against the Kerala government. I need not comment on that. He says in his press conference, I'm asking you, have I ever invited before to the Raj Bhavan or to the airport or any place where I'm staying? No. But when I come out of my room, when I reach the airport, if I see that media people are waiting there, I considered it necessary on my part that if they have from the city, they have gone to the airport. Outside Cochin guest house, they are waiting for more than an hour. I should stay there for 5 minutes and respond to their queries. He says in his press conference, any being places mic before him and he starts speaking. Are you any being? Or you are one of the important pillars of the state? I ask you, why do you not question when these kind of remarks are made? It is the duty of the media. If you will allow to be treated in this manner, then many more people, they will. Why? I'm not fighting any personal battle. I'm not going to be here in this Raj Bhavan forever. After some time I will go. But the man who comes after me, he will have this question about me, that I compromise the dignity of the Raj Bhavan. You have a duty for your future generations also. The words which he has used are, any being places mic before him. Is it okay? Are you just any being? Should I stop stopping when I see you? waiting for quite some time? I think this is a courtesy which must be extended to our media people. And that is why I stopped. I have never before today, I have never invited press for any interaction. Yes, if they have asked to interview me, I have done that. And famously, the man who calls you any being, it is reported that he used the words Kalakku Puratta. He had said to you, not to me. How do you tolerate these things? Kalakku Puratta. Democracy, liberty, freedom of expression, the freedom of media, eternal vigilance is required if you don't want them to be diluted. If you will digest these remarks and you will not question back, then so far he has said Kadakku Puratta, then he will ask his men to throw you out of the campus. If you won't take, if you will not yourself guard your freedom. So with this, I do not want to say anything more. If you want to ask any question, I am ready. I said before, sorry. You may ask me question, and because I have said earlier, I will explain why I am raising this issue now. Honestly, after Kannur, I had this thing in my mind that this was something which Irfan Habib Saab is known for violent activities. In Aligarh, you check with anybody. He was leader of the 4th grade employees union. Hardly any 1 year went when he had not physical encounters with people. You can check in Aligarh. For a long period of time, he was leading this labor union, and labor union, these things happen. So I thought maybe spur of the moment he did something. But when I came to know that there were placards, which I came to know much later. I had not seen the video. I generally don't watch TV. I came to know much later. And few months later, I went to Delhi. A very senior official of the government came to see me, not in his official capacity, my junior in Aligarh, like a brother to me. And he said, Arif bhai, what your intelligence was doing? I said, why are you asking this question? He said, in Delhi, we were aware that this is going to happen 5 days before actually it happened. Hey, people in JNU generally know that this is going to happen. So what your intelligence was doing? It's okay. Then I was not aware till about a week back that this political secretary of the chief minister tried to, he asked police not to act against them. I was not aware of this. I was aware that instructions have gone not to register the case. That I was aware. But still, I wanted to give consent because I was personally involved. Therefore, I was ready to let it go. But when I realized that this was a much deeper plot, and plot was not, please don't write that I feared attack or liquidation. No, they knew the consequences, what will happen if they touch me. They simply tried to intimidate me, overawe me, to prevent me from exercising my duty as governor. And this vice chancellor was used to ensure that I am present on the, he came to invite me. I ask you one question. Irfan Habib repeatedly said why he came to the Congress. And this vice chancellor never, not even once responded that I had invited. He did not.
Where is that Vice Chancellor? When Raj Bhavan asked the Vice Chancellor to send the report about the incident, then what he has written? Give me. He says, in his response, he says, he is not a security expert. Therefore, he cannot write anything about the incident. No, I think I have it with me here. That paper will be made available to you. That is not important. वो वहाँ पे already?
I've already mailed it to them at the website.
नहीं, वहाँ पे कमरे में रखा. He says, the Vice Chancellor says, I am not a security expert. To report about a crime which has happened in your presence with a man whom you had invited, you are writing back 2 lines to the Raj Bhavan saying that I am not a security expert. Therefore, I cannot write anything about it. Then I realized that this is a matter, particularly when I came to know that this political secretary was involved in preventing police from taking action. And this process of pressure tactics continues. I'm not talking about Kannur as an isolated case. The whole thing last 3 years, they want to ensure that I become frightened and do anything which they want me to do. No, that is not possible. I have faced much worse situations. I have been physically attacked. Even then I did not yield. I'm not going to yield their pressure tactics. Now you can go ahead with your question, please. You can go ahead with your question.
Sir, all these days you were saying that you were physically attacked, but in these questions you can't see.
You cannot produce even one thing. I said attempt, always. If you try to put words in my mouth, that's a different matter. Have you not seen the video?
Yeah, in that video we can see that there is a protest, but there is no...
You do not see that 5 people are sitting. Why they are standing around me?
Yeah, he is saying something.
No, I'm asking you, why Irfan Habib rises from his seat?
Yeah, we can see that, but you were saying that you were physically,
I have said an attempt was made. I have not said, I said, you checked yesterday, that they knew the consequences. What you are saying is not correct.
Sir, another question. The incident was in 2019.
Sorry?
The incident was, the Kannur incident was in 2019.
Huh.
Why you are raising these issues now?
Because criminal cases do not have any time limit. Is that right?
you have any,
You are there. I have taken 5 minutes to explain why I am doing it now. And then you are asking the same question? Because the pressure tactics which was used in Kannur, they continue to exercise those pressure tactics even today. Therefore, I have to bring everything into picture.
on that occasion, you have any difference of opinion.
Two, not, I can't deal with 2 at one time.
Then you are also using a same blackmail tactics to the government.
How? That may be your opinion, right? That may be your opinion, right? That why I should respond to that. That may be your opinion and you are entitled to write it. That is your opinion. Why you want my response to that? You sit in judgment and you give that opinion, I won't mind it. One person.
Habib is a globally known veteran historian and he is 88 years old. How is it believable that he is physically attacking you on a public
You won't believe your eyes.
No,
Video is there.
in that visuals,
Video is
in that visuals never see that he is
He is stopped by security to come near me.
he is never trying to come to you.
You are, then where he was trying to go?
He is passing behind you.
No. My question is, just a minute, please.
Now his quarters, but
Just a minute, please.
never trying to
Just a minute, please. Just a minute. 5 people are sitting here, 7 people. He is sitting there. Why he is coming towards me?
here is protest.
You will protest. Protest matlab you will intimidate.
No, you are always saying that.
Whatever it is. I have listened to your speech, unauthorized speech, for 35 minutes. I did not rise. I did not point out that you are taking more time than it was allotted to you. Why you rise from your seat there and you come to the behind me? Because he could not reach me, because you see security people is stopping him. Even the Vice Chancellor was, because then he realized that what is going to happen. The Vice Chancellor himself was there standing between him and me. Security was standing between him and me. If you rise from your seat and you charge towards me, don't I have a right to think that you are trying to intimidate me? You are trying to attack me?
But you even called him a Gunda once recently, Irfan Habib. It is very visible from the video that he didn't even raise his hand.
You are not right. You are not right, because in video you can't see the actual distance. He tried to reach me. He was not allowed to reach me. Why he wanted to reach me? I am asking why he wanted to reach me. He can come and protest outside Raj Bhavan. Why on the stage? And when he had taken 35 minutes, he was allotted only 2 minutes. If he is a known historian, it gives him right. He is telling me I should not quote Mahatma Gandhi, I should quote Godse. ये अगर गुंडागर्दी नहीं है तो then what it is? He will dictate what I should do.
Actually, about that, because you completed your speech there and you went from the stage safely. But if you have any difference of opinion, there was an attempt to attack you, then why can't you raise that at that time? Why are you raising it now? Why are you using it?
I don't know in which world you are living. The matter was discussed in the press for days that an attempt was made on me. I did not wish to speak at that time because that was the beginning of the period. I have already explained that for quite some time I was under the impression that Irfan Habib acted out of his own way of doing things as he used to do in Aligarh.
Actually, you are saying it now. Why are you not said that all this before? At 2019.
Why I did not say it? So many people said it even at that time. I chose not to say it because I thought I should not take up my matter. It is for the police to act. It is for other, I am head of the state. I should not take up my matter. Therefore I did not. And even now I would not have said it. If the Chief Minister had not continued with the same attitude and threatening tactics, which I cannot accept. So therefore now I suspect. I tell you one thing. Recently, Aligarh Muslim University invited Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi to address the university community. Irfan Habib carried a campaign against that for 15-20 days. Did he resort to anything like this there? He knows who is Chief Minister in Uttar Pradesh. If he tries to intimidate anybody, what will happen to him? Here he knew that he has camp followers in the government. Therefore, he can resort to any intimidatory tactics.
That is not part of the CM office. How can we see?
No, I have not said that. It means you don't understand what I am saying. I am saying, has he been rewarded for that? This is the question which I have raised. Has he been rewarded for that? I don't know how come I'm very sorry, maybe my language is very poor. I'm not able to convey the message.
Sir, you told us that.
What we can see is that he's coming and standing out in the crowd and talking, but literally we can't see or hear anything.
You may not see anything if you do not wish to see. But a man who is supposed to sit on the stage, is it okay in a meeting where governor is the chief guest for one of the guests to go down and it was his duty to control the crowd or it was the duty of the police? He may be talking to anybody.
He may be talking to anybody, and I don't want to entertain 5 people at the same time. One person, if I am replying to her, don't interrupt me.
So my point is, he was talking to both.
He may be talking to anybody. Where was the need for him? Who is he? He is shown on the dice. He is shown on the dice. Why he goes away from the dice? Is it open to various kind of interpretations or not?
And we can't hear anything from the video what he was talking to the police.
I'm not saying I have not recorded it. You have recorded, media agencies have recorded, government department has recorded. I'm not saying. The very fact that 7 people are sitting on the dice. One of them, when disturbance takes place and police tries to control them, then one of them goes there and talks first to police and then to others. What does it mean?
To control the mass,
Eh?
there is a protest. To control that protest.
That is the duty of Rakesh.
Everybody is.
No, only police. There you may have your view. I don't want to join issue on this. I don't want to join issue on this. You are entitled to your opinion. I'm here, even somebody walking from the stage and going to the enclosure itself is a security risk.
Actually, being an organizer, it's his duty also.
It is a security hazard.
Yeah.
I am telling you, it is a security hazard. We do not know for what purpose he had gone there. Nobody is supposed under the security guidelines.
So in that visual.
Just a moment, please. Now you were not talking about visual. You were talking, and now I am replying to you, and you are interrupting me. This is not right. Anybody who is on the stage, they can leave their places only after governor leaves. This is a clear-cut security instruction. Has he breached that or not?
But here the situation is different now.
No, if you don't want to see, it is up to you. You are entitled to your views. I'm not joining issue with you. Everybody on the stage is under instruction not to leave the stage before governor leaves.
Sir, I have a question, sir. Yesterday you had met with the RSS Section Charge Mohan Bhagat.
So?
What is the purpose of that visit?
If I come to have some tea at your place, then people will ask me what was the purpose of going to your house. I have gone. I know him. I am. You are free to raise any controversy. How can I control? I can control my actions. I can't control your reactions. Who am I? I have addressed at least maybe more. The biggest event for RSS is their training, OTC officers training. And on the last day, they invite people who are not part of the RSS, prominent people, to speak to them. 1 or 2 speakers. At least 6 times I have addressed them. That kind of relationship I enjoy with them. So, what? What is there? What is unusual? It can't be official.
I have something to add to that.
We are asking this question because the ruling party is alleging that you are acting on behalf of RSS.
They have if people can adhere to an ideology which has originated outside India, I do not have a right to have friendship with RSS. Please reply. Don't sit quietly now. You have right to have loyalty to an ideology which has not originated in India. You have right to believe in the use of force.
Sir, so ideology is your problem now?
My ideology is not problem. Problem is actions which are born out of that ideology.
Sir, few minutes by...
Where you want to use pressure tactics to frighten people, intimidate people. I'm asking you, how many murders have happened in Kannur? Tell me. You are saying that. You are saying that RSS has never been in the government. Whose responsibility is to ensure that these do not happen? Who failed in his duty?
BJP is ruling in
Are you
India.
advocating for RSS?
Eh?
Are you advocating for RSS?
I am. What are you? Ask in a clear manner. Huh?
You are speaking for RSS now.
You can have that opinion. You can have that opinion, but remember, my association or whatever relationship I have, it started in 1986 when they supported me on Shahbano case. And as they were supporting me, Mr. Namboodiripad was also supporting me. But later, after Namboodiripad, the left changed its stance. Now they became supporters of personal law board. They started inviting personal law board people to their offices. RSS has consistently supported me. Left supported me till 91. So if they change, I can't be held responsible for that. Do you think that RSS is a banned organization? Do you think they are indulged in something? Why Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru? I'm asking you, why Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru invite them to participate in the Republic Day parade? I'm asking you.
Do you think CPM is a banned organization?
No, I'm not saying.
We are not saying RSS is a banned organization.
Then where is the problem of my meeting with him? You can have secret.
How will you justify it? You are in a position of Kerala government.
So?
How will you justify meeting for?
My God, people who are openly affiliated, officially associated with RSS are there in many Raj Bhavans. Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee during his prime ministership said, I am first a sevak, I am first a Swayam Sevak. And you have problem with my meeting the RSS chief? Many people who have been active members of the RSS, they are in the Raj Bhavans. If there is no problem in their being in Raj Bhavan, the resident of the Raj Bhavan meeting him, how can it be a problem?
The meeting there was not.
Have some logic. Have some logic.
Actually, what was the purpose of that meeting with Mohan Babu?
Eh?
What was the purpose of that meeting with RSS?
With RSS? To wish him well. He had come to an area which is part of the state of which I am heading. Therefore, and I was in that area, I did not travel from Trivandrum. I was not even aware that he is coming. And if I come to know that I am in Thrissur and he is also in Thrissur, I have gone to meet him, to wish him well, and if again he is there, I will go and meet him. Please let the lady ask. You have already asked one question. Then after that you ask. Yes. Can you for some moment, because I'm not able to hear you. No, can you for some moment stand alone?
I have a health issue.
Okay.
What the CPM is alleging and the government is alleging is that under the behest of the government of RSS, you are trying to sabotage this government. Would you like to?
Let them complain to the president. They should not complain to you. The disciplining authority is President of India. Why don't they complain to the president?
The conversation between the Raj Bhavan and the government, it has been almost like a boiling point.
Well,
so is there any reconciliation? Because Meghalaya Governor Satyapal Maiti was asked about this. He said that the government and the governor should work in tandem. So is there an atmosphere right now where you cannot work in tandem? No reconciliation?
Can I seek your advice in this matter? Just a minute, please let me. This is not fair. That somebody asks a question and I am replying to him and you interrupt in between. Is it okay? Sir, let me respond to you. I'm seeking your advice, your kind advice. If you can, shall I sign the university bill? Relations will improve immediately. Shall I sign the Lokayukt bill, which a person, if there is an allegation against you, you can't be judged in your own cause. And this bill is aimed at making
the accused person judge of his own cause. Relations will improve tomorrow. You tell me, you advise me that I sign both the bills and relations will be good tomorrow.
Sir, before the bill you said that you will not sign.
Before the bills were passed by the assembly, there were number of articles in the press that government is going to curtail the powers of the governor. Is that right?
But now,
You can do anything to frighten me. I can't take any stand on your pressure tactics. Don't play these games with me. I have seen enough.
Chief Secretary visited you a few days before. Chief Secretary of the state visited you. Is there any connection with the carbon issue? Is there any litigation?
What, I could not hear that. Connection with the?
Visited you a few hours before.
Huh?
Chief Secretary of the state, Mr. P.P. Joy.
Huh.
Chief Secretary visited you. Is there any connection between with the carbon issue?
You are asking me this question, or you are giving me this information. I have not been able to hear properly. He is meeting me because of the current issue, or you are asking me? No, there was nothing about there was nothing, I'm ready to sit here as long as you are. But let me deal. I won't use the words which are used at Hyde Park Speaker's Corner, where the speaker says, I won't use it, otherwise you will, you can deal with one person at one time. So he did not, there was no discussion on any these current things. His daughter is getting married, therefore he had come to invite me.
Sir, is there any meeting, sir?
Chief Secretary's daughter is going to be married, he had come to invite me. Lady, you have already asked the question. Now give him a chance, and then I will come back to you.
You already given the letter to the Chief Minister that the government can take over the chancellor.
Sorry?
You already written the letter to the Chief Minister. The government can take over the chancellor vote from the government. Do you still continue with that position?
I am asking you. You are quoting me. Yes. Why yes? Because if we go by the provisions which have been adopted in the new bill, then they will commit illegalities and they will ask me to endorse it. I am not going to legalize their illegalities. They have every right to pass a bill where they can take the post of chancellor to themselves, and if that bill is passed, I will sign it immediately.
Sir, you have
But what they want to do, they don't want to put their signatures. They want to commit illegalities. They want to appoint I ask you one question. Shri Narayan University was created through instrumentality of ordinance. Is that right or not? Lady, is that right or not? University was created through the instrumentality of ordinance. When ordinance is brought, when there is some contingency, there is some urgency. This was just before election. And then, when I intervened, I talked to UGC people, I talked to so many people in Delhi, and they finally told me that unless an act is passed, this ordinance is converted into act, we won't be able to help the Vice Chancellor. And they were all ready to help him. Then with great pressure, I wrote to Chief Minister, I talked to him, I said, this university you have created in the name of Shri Narayan Guru, so please do it immediately. Finally, after a few months, bill was passed. Now, bill was passed because of my pressure. But how they misuse the power of ordinance. After passing the bill, the government sanctioned the faculty 1.5 years later. Total 1 year academic loss was there. Then why you created the university through ordinance if you were not interested in sanctioning the faculty? Kerala University recently CAG report, read it. There are several departments in the Kerala University.
MG University. Universities have been writing to the government, and government does not sanction anything. There are, CAG has pointed out 7 departments where there is no faculty. University is not responsible because I know they have written to the government repeatedly. Their only interest is in the appointment of the Vice Chancellor, so that the relatives of their personal staff can be appointed. Underqualified and unqualified relatives can be appointed to various posts. The universities are not meant. Kerala is the only state in the country where personal staff becomes entitled to lifelong pension in 2 years' time. I find it totally unacceptable, but I do not have the legal power to stop it. Therefore, what I have decided, I will go to the people of Kerala. In any case, I travel most of the time, but now I'm going to intensify my tours and let people know what is happening. Democratically elected government is supposed to uphold the law, not to break the law. You are using public money which should be spent on the people of Kerala. Your roads are in, your faculties are without teachers, your departments are without teachers, your roads are not motorable, and you are using this money to look after your party cadre, whom you appoint as personal staff. Is it acceptable? Anywhere in the country? I have long years I was minister in the central government. I did not have the power to appoint more than 5-6 people in my personal staff. Here in Raj Bhavan, I can appoint only 4 people in my personal staff. Here every minister has an army of 20 personal staff. What work they do? The ministers come to the Raj Bhavan accompanied by their personal secretary, not the department secretary, not the IAS officer. After some time I realized that when I ask any question, minister looks towards his PA and he needs his approval to say something. Then I realized they are subverting the system. And I had to make Raj Bhavan write to the chief secretary that no minister in future will be allowed to come with his personal staff. Personal staff will sit in the waiting room if they come with him. Personal staff, if they want to meet me, they are most welcome. But ministers will not bring their personal staff. They will bring only if they want to bring, if they have any problem in communication, they can bring the department secretary. Can you see this anywhere in the country? Then I was told, sir, they can't ignore the private secretary. Why? Because in party hierarchy, he is above the minister. So it is people who have not taken oath. Minister takes oath. If he reveals something, he can be prosecuted tomorrow. Private secretary does not take oath. And here affairs are being run by the private secretaries. They are subverting the system. What I am saying I have said in my words. I don't need your help. Yes. What you are suggesting, I will take into consideration, but I have not entertained any idea on that. Why? Because I do not personally. You feel that stage has come. I feel that stage has not come.
Sir, I have a question there. When you are raising the malpractices in the higher education sector, when you are raising questions against the malpractices in the higher education sector, expecting the postings of VC and other officials, you have done on a crime also, because when Chief Minister met you requesting that Kannur is his hometown and you should consider him as a nominee, then you are approved the request.
Shall I reply?
Yeah.
I do not know how many times I have said that I committed a mistake. How many times you want me to say that? Even on the first day itself I said. Possibly half an hour before I also said that was a mistake on my part. But there was no illegality involved because I had thought that I will ask him to give his choice when the process of the selection committee is over. Three names will be recommended, and I have a discretion to appoint any one of them, and I will appoint man of his choice. But 3 days later, he feared that maybe his choice may not be in that list, among those 3 names. Because this man, who is the Vice Chancellor of Kannur University, he does not have any great academic credentials. He has only been doing this thing. There he was a lackey of Mushirul Hasan Sahib in Jamia Millia. Here he quotes these, some of the politicians. Therefore, he feared that his name may not appear in that list. Therefore, he sent all these people. And I have repeatedly said, you want me to repeat it, I am repeating it, but I have repeatedly said, if the opinion of Advocate General was not accompanied, I would not have accepted the recommendation of the Education Minister or Chief Minister. But my problem was opinion of the Advocate General. Because formally and legally speaking, if I am facing a legal dilemma, who is the person whom I should approach first, unless I want to bypass everything? Advocate General. So they use the office of Advocate General to pressurize me, and there I have said, you are asking a question. You are trying to reinvent the wheel. I have repeatedly said that was a mistake. I do not know if it was a sin, but definitely it was a mistake. Because what I had thought was, 3 names will come to me officially. I will ask the Chief Minister, as he has said, that it is my district. Then I will ask him, indicate your choice, and I will exercise my discretion in favor of the person that Chief Minister says. Because he is, after all, a democratically elected leader. So that how many times you want me to say that, yes, I committed a mistake there. And this mistake was not so much because of the word which I had given to Chief Minister or the recommendation which was made by the Education Minister. I was left with no choice, either start a legal battle or accept that, and I was not in a mood to start legal battle. Therefore, this opinion of the AG bound my hands. Yes, please.
Yesterday you said CM takes some favors, and what was that?
That I said because he is asking for my examination and all that. Therefore, I also went that I don't want to discuss those things, but I think you should ask him, and you may ask some senior officer who came on his behalf to me.
One more question.
Yes.
There is a confrontation with the government. There is a general feeling that the post of the governor has now become more political rather than political. How do you react to that?
I won't react to that. I will seek, I sought his advice. I will seek your advice. No, please. In relations, there will be no confrontation. Tomorrow relations will be normal. Shall I sign the university bill which gives authority not only for interference, but gives authority to appoint vice chancellors to the government? Please, now listen to me. Shall I sign a bill which proposes that a person should be given authority to sit in judgment in his own cause? I ask you.
Let me humbly point out one thing. We are invited media persons of the country. We are not here to give you any suggestions.
No. Because I had already said this thing, and you are asking the same question. I am saying there is nothing personal between Chief Minister and me. It is all because I stayed the appointment of one of his AD's relative. So if I take back that stay, if I sign the university bill, if I sign the Lok Ayukt bill, relations will become okay. So you must also, as a citizen, have an opinion that whether government controlling the universities is okay or not. You should also have an opinion. You should also have an opinion whether any citizen of India can be given the right to be judged in his own cause. Will that be acceptable to the courts? You should also have an opinion on that.
But I think I should vote based on that opinion here.
Okay.
So you have not arrived at a decision whether to give assent to these bills or not?
I have not even seen the bills. So where is the question of coming? But I have made it clear. As long as I am Chancellor, I will not allow the government interference in the universities. I shall not allow the basic principle of jurisprudence, which totally, not any iota of doubt, does not allow a person to sit in judgment in his own cause. I am not going to make any compromise on these basic principles. As far as personal relations are concerned, even on Onam there was exchange of gifts between the Chief Minister and me. Where is the problem?
You're filing a large complaint against KK Rajesh too, isn't it?
No, I will not. I have already told you, I have constitutional powers. I don't want to exercise my legal powers. I will rather go to the people of Kerala and let them know what is happening in Trivandrum.
If the state doesn't act, so will you try to invoke the send-off act against Professor Shofar Irfan?
No. Here the thing is, Irfan Habib Saab is not important. Ragesh is not important. Important thing, why they did this to me. They wanted to silence me on CAA. Here, why they are bringing this pressure? So that I sign the bill, so that I sign the Lok Ayukt bill, so that I sign the university bill. Please stay on the issues. Individuals are not important at all.
Sir, what action are you expecting now from all this Karnal incident? What action are you expecting from the government?
Why I should expect any action? I can decide my actions. I can't decide others' actions.
So you are not expecting any action from the government side?
I do not know what you mean to say. I don't know what you mean.
Criminal provisions. So the government is bound to act, but it hasn't. So what?
I mean, it is up to them. I am only saying that because on CAA they wanted to silence me, therefore they used Kannur. Now they are using these things so that I come under pressure and sign the university bill and Lok Ayukt bill. On basic principles, there is no way I can compromise. Yes.
You said that you are not seeking for an inquiry or any agencies like that.
No. You look at the video yesterday. I did not ask any agency. Yeah.
You are just trying to politicize this issue.
You can say that, but a cognizable offense, if a murder happens on the road and police does not act, and if you speak against it, is that politicization? What happened in Kannur is in the category of cognizable offenses where no report is needed. And I'm not ready to accept that police would not have acted. Police did not act because they were told not to act. I want to bring it to the knowledge of the people of Kerala. I'm not demanding any action. No, not at all. The omission of duty is as wrong as commission of some offense. Remember it.
Sir, as statute, what are the actions you have taken?
I won't take any action. My action is to
So many complaints have been raised to you, right?
like
From all the agencies like State University for
yes.
But what are the actions you have taken to address?
I have taken the action. I have stayed the appointment at Kannur. I'm so happy when Chief Minister had his press conference, and I welcomed it. Why? Because so far he was using his proxies to attack me, to undermine the office of the governor. Now he has come out openly, publicly. Therefore, he will receive the reply.
But he has also charged that you have been
He has every.
to get some benefits and
Give the example.
he said that
Give one example of seeking any favor. Give one example. You can't talk in the air. Here there is a concrete case where Kerala University Vice Chancellor is instructed to defy the Chancellor. You have all published in your papers. Where another university Vice Chancellor is given instruction to defy the Vice Chancellor, the order of the Chancellor.
Here is a concrete case where the relatives of the personal staff of the Chief Minister was being given appointment. If he is making any charge against him, let him give the example. Some instance.
So you said that certain pressure tactics are being...
Only pressure tactics.
To sign these two bills, I mean, this...
That is all. That is all. And that is why I'm on CA. They wanted to silence me. Therefore, they organized Kannur. How can Vice Chancellor who has invited me can say that I'm not in a position to write report of the incident because I'm no security expert? Tell me.
Can you please specify what are the pressure tactics they have employed to make...
These are the pressure tactics. You are trying to intimidate me.
Through press conference?
Not through press conference, not just through press conference. Have you not seen the number of articles which have appeared in the paper? Governor's power are going to be curtailed. They are in the habit of using their cadre, their party office bearer. Do you know what had happened to Mr. Gawai when he had given sanction to prosecute Mr. Pinarayi Vijayan in that case? There was a vicious campaign against the then Governor Gawai. There is nothing new. These tactics are very old. They are because their ideology permits use of force. Therefore, they feel no hesitation to bring down the dignity of the office.
Sir, the people of Kerala elected the government knowing the ideology is trying to attack the government.
I have no problem with that. But election does not mean that you have been elected. You have been elected to act according to law, not to break the law. How is it possible? You tell me. How is it possible if somebody in my office asks for a favor from the Chancellor, from Vice Chancellor of the university, and says that you appoint my brother or sister in the university? Can I escape the responsibility? How can you? These two things are, you have been elected to work in accordance with law, not to break the law. You have been elected to not to favor people, not to have bias against people. In fact, the oath which a minister takes is, I shall do justice to all manner of people without any feeling of ill will or favor. You are violating your oath, because what happens? When an underqualified person, you are trying to appoint that underqualified person, then a person with 467 marks in the UGC ranking, many more published works, senior education, teaching experience, he's ignored. He goes to the court. Then you are doing injustice to him or not? And can I ask you, when I state this appointment, who will be the beneficiary? Some RSS member? Who is the number one person there? Has he any connection with RSS? He has no connection with RSS. The man who has gone to the court, and he has been ranked as the top by these people only. But they have bent every rule. The time which was taken by this candidate to pursue her research, they have counted as teaching experience against the regulation of the UGC. And they have bent every rule. So this is permissible. Ideology, it's okay. India is a liberal country. I may not agree with an ideology, but I have no objection to any ideology. India is a liberal country.
Chief Minister claimed that you are expecting some favors and post from central government or BJP. That's why
he is entitled to his opinion, and why I should comment on that? He is entitled to his opinion. I have repeatedly told you, I love Kerala. I love my job. If you don't want to listen to me and you want to listen to him, it is your choice. Yes.
In many states, there is a conflict going on between governor and the state government. And all these states are not BJP ruling states. Why is it so?
You should try to find out the reason. How do I know? I have given you my reasons. I have given you my reasons that if I agree to this proposal, that I give the power to appoint the vice chancellors to the government, and I give the power to judge your own case if there is any complaint against you, relations will be normalized tomorrow.
So you want me to normalize relations on that basis?
No, but you are not expecting any action from the side of the government. So you are also in this.
We live in a democracy. You are too much used to the, just a moment, first you complete, then I will respond.
You are the governor of the state, so something wrong happens to the government, so you are the person to answer.
Okay.
Now you are blaming the government,
Okay.
you are not
Okay. I am head of the state. I have constitutional powers. Those constitutional powers can be exercised only when you are totally convinced that there is collapse of constitutional machinery. This cannot be for things where government can use pressure tactics. They cannot force me to sign those bills. So there is no constitutional crisis. But we live, instead of always thinking in terms of what action you are taking, we should think more in terms of making the working of the government transparent and let people know what is happening, what is the purpose people have elected the government for and what they are doing. To me, that is more important. I believe in democracy. I don't believe in action so much. If we are able, if there is public awareness, then many actions, in normal circumstances, maybe in some other state, the candidate, so after all this controversy, and it becoming public, that the candidate is underqualified, possibly the responsible person would have given him instruction to say that I am withdrawing my candidature. But here, you commit a wrong and then you defend it. This is a wonderful experience.
Are you both fighting for the people? Are you both fighting for the people?
Are we?
Are you both?
My job, I have already said, I have the oath which I have taken is to preserve, protect, defend the Constitution and law, and to devote myself to the welfare and good of the people of Kerala. If I think something is happening in Trivandrum by the government which is not good for the people of Kerala, if I do not have the legal power to stop it, I will definitely try to let people know that this is happening so that people can do something.
Now they are in fear, sir. Actually, they are in fear. The people are in fear.
You think so?
The respect, yes. Of course, I am representing people.
Okay.
With the respect, I would like to say, sir, there is one of them.
You are always saying.
How many questions you have already asked? Okay.
You are always.
आपने इनको चाय वाय का किया है या नहीं किया है? चाय वगैरह का है? हाँ.
You are always saying that you are fighting against nepotism, corruption and.
No, I have never said. I have never said. I have said what I have said is, please don't try to put words in my mouth. I have said they have a right to do whatever they have done. I have an obligation, a constitutional duty to perform. I am no warrior for all these causes. My position does not allow me. I am only thing which is obligatory for me is to ensure that Constitution is protected, jurisprudence is protected, universities are protected from the interference. I said I have a duty to perform, an obligation. Whatever you are trying to say, that I have never said. How many people I can hear? Yes, I have 2 years, but I can hear only one person at a time.
What is the solution for the problem?
Solution? Where is the problem? Solution is already there. You think there is a problem. I don't think there. I won't allow interference in the university. That is a fact. Where is the problem?
Still, you haven't specified what are the specific pressure tactics that the government is employing on you.
Hare bhaiya, you are the best judge to know because all the pressure tactics are expressed through media. They are threatening since last 3 months, governor's power are going to be curtailed.
But those are media reports.
But those are not media reports. Write-ups they are saying he is acting at behest of RSS. Give me one single instance where anybody associated with RSS or BJP has found any place
not appointment, not even any committee of the university. And every day they are writing, I'm working at the behest of... For our decision to study outside Kerala, I said, what is that? If we take admission into a course which should be completed in 5 years' time, in Kerala it will take more than 6 years. So at least I save 1 academic year. How many violent incidents in the universities? Who is responsible for that? Vice chancellors are absolutely fearful of one member of the syndicate who is nominated by the government as the middleman. He is the one who conveys instructions to the vice chancellor. This sordid state of affairs must come to an end. I will do everything to finish it.
Sir, senior CPM leader A.K. Balan commented, sorry for asking this question. He reacted that there is something with your mental balance.
With your?
With your mental balance.
Oh, fine. That is why I'm saying, that is the reason why I have called you. And then inform him that now the Chief Minister has come out openly. The proxies need not enter into this fray. They are very small frays. Why I should talk about it?
There was a report that you may be made the Vice President of India. Was that true, sir?
I think you were talking that I'm going to be the President of India. Now you are saying Vice President. I do not know how to react to your question because you only. There are so many reports in Kerala media that I'm going to be President of India. So you should explain to me what was your source. And why did not fructify? You should tell me instead of asking me. Please come for a cup of tea. You still have a question. I think you should read the judgment of the court. You should read the judgment of the court. Court says in its judgment, and that is why no one ever discussed it. Court says in judgment the incident which has been referred to, Arif Muhammad Khan was nowhere in the picture at the time when this thing had happened.
After the judgment, the revelation came that you received a huge amount of bribe money.
If what you are saying is correct, I will resign today. But if what you are saying is not true, then what punishment you will accept? You should be responsible. After the court judgment, after the court said clearly, the episode which has been referred to, Arif Muhammad Khan was nowhere in the picture at the time when this thing happened. So where is the question of Arif Muhammad Khan receiving anything? And if you are still saying that after the judgment something has been said, if that is correct, I will resign today. What punishment you will accept if what you are saying is not right? Don't be irresponsible. Be responsible. Read the judgment. Read the judgment of the court. If you are going above the court judgment, it is up to you. Then you are asked about it? Not in my case, not in my case, in other cases. In my case, the court was so clear and emphatic that he was not a minister at that time. My name is not there. It is only AM. My name is AMK. Not in my case, in other cases. Yes, they went in appeal. In my case, nobody went for appeal. They also issued income tax notices. Not a single pie was found. So don't give me, these are pressure tactics. And you are being used for it. These are the pressure tactics. The court, because how do I know what is the purpose? But when there is such a clear judgment of the court, and you are asking this question, these are the pressure tactics. Come.
Thank you.
Come have a cup of tea. Already? You want to have a cup of tea? You want to have a cup of tea more?